So I studied environmental science at uni and then ended up in the waste and resources sector for about 7 years. And then I went back to uni to do a master's in conservation at UCL, and that's what enabled me to get a job in the science and research team at the Tree Council.
I trained as a primary teacher, teaching in the UK and then in Malaysia, where I was also environmental coordinator for my school, running things like Jungle School and inspiring and empowering the students to act and speak up, making positive environmental changes within the school and in their daily lives. This is when I realised I wanted my full-time career to be in environmental education, and I was lucky enough to become part of Team Tree Council.
Well, I had an interest in trees from a young age, so the first thing I did was to do some volunteering for a local conservation charity, and that got me some work working in the tree sector. I then decided to take a course, a vocational course, a higher national diploma in forestry and woodland management, and from then I did an extension to get my bachelor's degree, my honours degree in forestry and woodland management, and then it's just a CV and working from job to job in the sector, building experience until I had enough knowledge and tools to better work for the Tree Council.
I studied geography and natural resource management at university and underpinned that knowledge with some practical experience volunteering for an environmental charity in the city where I studied as a student. This helped kickstart my career working for local government on a wide range of green infrastructure, countryside management and nature conservation projects. And it was during this time that I became coordinator of the Leicestershire Tree Warden Network, and this introduced me to the Tree Council.
Day to day, I undertake tasks that support our research programme, which can include writing project plans, writing reports, or getting outside and doing some field surveys.
I'm involved with organising and running our 2 national schools programmes. That involves running teacher training, organising competitions for schools and getting to judge the entries, running in-school workshops, being with the students, updating our website, sending out regular news bulletins. Every day is different.
Primarily, I assist communities across the UK to develop and deliver meaningful tree planting programmes. So that's most of my job, but also I help and support the Tree Council and colleagues and partners in everything that we do, whether that's science, research, policy development or whatever. So it's a very broad church.
So I really enjoy that I get to work with leading academics and researchers and helping to turn their research into reality.
The people and the trees, and put the two together and you've pretty much got my job. So it's the people who breathe life into it.
I get to work alongside a great team of people who share my passion for engaging people with the natural world through the love of trees. And as part of that team, I get to inspire, enable and empower other people and organisations with the skills, the knowledge and the tools they need to create lasting change, both locally and at a national scale.
I get to work with young people from all around the UK who have such contagious enthusiasm and passion. I love the look of excitement on their face when they realise that the tree they've just planted will live longer than them. I'm really early on my journey in an environmental career, and I also love that every day I'm learning something new and I'm expanding my skills.
So as someone who's changed career paths, I'd say my advice is to stay open-minded, keep learning, but don't forget the skills that you've picked up along the way.
I would say have an idea about what sort of qualifications you could gain and what kind of employers you could work for. But critical for me is getting your boots on the ground, getting your hands on the tools, getting some experience and being around people who have a real connection with the practical side of the industry or the sector that you're going into.
Really know yourself. It's much easier to navigate your career if you understand the desires of your own heart. Get a mentor, somebody you respect for what they've achieved in their career and who you trust to help guide you with some of your career decisions. And be willing to learn. always be inquisitive and to look for all opportunities of learning. So not just formal education, but those informal networking opportunities.
My piece of advice would be to do lots of volunteering. Look out for ambassador opportunities, ways that you can develop your practical skills, expand your knowledge, and meet other people working in the environmental sector, because you'll learn a lot from them too.